The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 54 of The Daily Mother Swole. I am your host, Dash, a.k.a. the Swolenormous, King Swolenormous, the Big Taco, King Cactus, whatever you want to call me. I will gratefully and graciously accept tonight or today, depends on where you're watching from. We have a lot of international people, so I figured I should start saying good evening as well as good morning or good noon. So today I want to talk about get support, get someone. Today's Daily Swole titled Get Someone. And what I mean by get someone is get support. Get support, get a support base. I'm going to talk about a couple different ways to think about this and a couple different ways where you can draw support from. And there are options. I have an option for you. Obviously, you found me here, so there is some kind of support that you're looking for. You're here for a reason, for comedy, for the beard, for the hair, for information. But support is really important. I know everyone here, well, who else do I need besides the Swole? Well, I appreciate that. I don't know. Maybe no one, but you're in premium, bro. That's one of the things that I'm talking about today. But support. So let's start with the core. Some of you are married. Some of you have a significant other, girlfriend, boyfriend, someone, a partner. Okay, a partner can be a great source of support, but I want to talk about pros and cons because sometimes, unfortunately, your partner isn't that supportive, and I want to get into a little bit more in depth about what support really means. It's not just like, oh, you're going to the gym, cool, go get it, but it's really an emotional support. It's a real promotion, an active investment in your goals. For example, I train a lot of clients, a lot of people online and in the gym that have a significant other that blatantly doesn't support them by bringing, let's say, bad food into the house. And this is challenging. Let's say you have the alpha, you have the male. Let's say the man is out working, and we're talking about a classic relationship. I'm using one example in my mind specifically. So this is the classic household where the woman, his wife, stays at home with the children, takes care of, I think it's two boys and one girl, and he works all day, and he's overweight, which is common. This is like the common America. He works like in an office or more stationary setting, doesn't work out, tired, trying to make a change in his life. So save that question for the end. Do it for your children's children, absolutely. Intermittent fasting is great, but we'll get into that a little bit more. That's a good question. Anyway, he wanted to make a change, but she would do the shopping because he was working all the time. So she would go shopping, but bring really challenging stuff into the house, let's just say junk food, just to make it simple. Junk food, cereals and milk and cookies and chips and just stuff that maybe shuts kids up in the short term, oh, I want this, I want mommy, I want the cookie, I want the, I want some sugary drink, I want a Pop-Tart, I want some fluff, kids want that, so a parent will be like, okay, here, eat this, but then it jacks them up and they go nuts. Long story short, he was having conflict. Because that's a lot of temptation, and that's what we don't call support. The wife doesn't have to count or weigh out food. She doesn't have to do all the work. He could do all the work, but support would be making it a team effort, especially because you're a team. If you're in a marriage and you're in a family, you are a team, whether you like it or not. You're in a team and you're all going the same direction, okay? You're all going the same direction. Absolutely. And kids can be a problem in terms of that because why do you think, and this is a little bit off topic, but why do you think they put the candy so low? That's reason why when you go to the supermarket, when they have the candy at the checkout, why would they put candy bars by the feet? You can't reach down there. Why would they put it so low? It's not for you. It's for kids. They want kids to grab it. Mommy, mommy. And you see it all the time. Kids, it's right there at eye level. They grab it and they hold it up. Mommy, I want this. And a lot of times the parent mother's like, all right, just fine. They don't want to have a scene. So they buy it. and then, it snowballs. But anyway, you want your immediate partner to support you in your goals, whether or not it's eating healthy food, whether or not it's cooking your food, whether or not it's packing, your meals. I mean, it can go all different levels. It could be really supportive and it could be really pulling against. But it's one thing if they don't want it, if your wife really doesn't want to eat these foods and really, let's say it's just a real big rift and it's hard for them, she won't bring, good food into the house. That's a big strain, but you need to have a frank conversation with your partner. If you're really trying to make a change, and this is your life too, even though you're a team and you're together, it's still your life. And chances are, if you're married to someone, if it's your partner, they are generally going to be on the same page with you. We like to think so, but that's not always the case. So I just want to let you know, I understand, I get that. And you can message me if you have any questions about that or strategies or ways you can bring that up to your spouse or significant other. Because a lot of it's psychology. A lot of it's, how do I bring this up? How do I make, not turn this into a fight? Because, a lot of times you don't say something to your significant other because you're like, this is going to turn into a big disaster. I'm not even going to bring it up. But it's important. It's your health. It's your family's future. You could bring it up from that aspect. But just message me, Snapchat, Instagram, email, and, I can help you deliver that information or bring it across in a proper way because I've done that before. And, it's important because these are the people that are directly invested in your life as well, but also they're really involved with like food prep and things like that, which are super important. Okay, family members. Now, not everyone has a significant other, but you have relatives you either live at home or you live with family members, you're very close with your parents or your siblings, and you're in like a very, now it's very common to have like, very close extended family. You're around your family a lot. Maybe you go and visit your parents a lot. They live close by. Anyway, the thing with family, and this is kind of stems a little bit from the spouse. It's similar. People that are close to you, that love you, that you love, that know you very well, the problem with that kind of shit is they know, even without knowing what to say, to just kind of turn the knife. They know what to say that just kind of gets under your skin. They say it in such a way, they don't always necessarily do it on purpose. It's just because you're all wired the same way, you have the same DNA. They just know, like even in a relationship, you're just, what to say. It doesn't have to be words like looks and just subtle things like, very passive aggressive remarks. Everyone's different, but people that just know how to say things and kind of get under your skin. A lot of it's projection. Understand that a lot of it is what they are personally feeling. They're either jealous that you're making a change. They doubt that you can do it because they don't think they can do it. So how can you be able to do it? A lot of it is just they wish they could do it themselves. They wish they can, take that kind of initiative themselves, and their jealousy, and they project and they're like, oh, you can't do it. And they're just negative. So it's important to understand where that's coming from. It's important not to take things from family personally. And it's important to make that clear what your goals are and to stick to them. I remember when I started working out, I was the first person in my family. I was the first person in my family to start working out. First person. My dad used to run around Washington Square Park in New York City, so he was active, but he didn't lift weights. This is, it's kind of like, in the 80s. This is before really it picked up. Pumping iron came out a few years ago, but it wasn't like super popular mainstream like it is now. Like, oh, everyone's got a gym membership. There are gyms in every corner. Planet Fitness, LA Fitness, Bally's, 24-hour. There are gyms everywhere. It wasn't like that in the 80s. So, it was just kind of aerobics were just kind of coming out. So it was a lot of running, a lot of step classes, Richard Simmons, Jane Fonda, a lot of these little kind of cardio type workouts. And I was the first person in my family to start working out. So I had a lot of support. My family's always supported everything I've done. But I definitely got a lot of like weird comments from like my grandparents. Like, oh my God, why are you eating so much food? Jesus. Oh, you're getting huge. Oh, why do you do that? You're so sore. Why do you do that? I'd be like walking around like, oh my God, I can't move. My legs are destroyed. Like, why do you do that to yourself, Dashiell? Why do you do that? But not in a bad way, just they don't understand. They didn't understand. My grandparents didn't understand. Of course, they're growing up from the 20s and 30s. They didn't understand. They didn't grow up with that. They didn't grow up with that being important. They didn't grow up with body image like that. They went to the beach wearing like a freaking full bodysuit. Those bathing suits back in the 30s and 40s were like dresses. They didn't show a lot of skin. Smoking was popular. Smoking was like, glamorous, but people didn't show a lot of skin. It wasn't until like World War II and right after when people, the dresses start, shortening up. So thanks. I appreciate the comment. Viking God. I'm not going to complain about that. I appreciate it. Hell yeah. But, body image wasn't super important. So they didn't understand. So you need to understand that people don't always have that background, and your parents, they come from a different generation. Your grandparents come from a different generation. Even if they kind of grew up in the 30s and 40s with gyms kind of getting more popular, they still didn't, it's weird for them. It's weird for our parents and grandparents to see everyone taking selfies and holding up phones. But if you notice, like 15-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 20-year-olds now, they don't see it as weird. I still find it a little uncomfortable if I'm in public and I'm taking like a big selfie video. I'm like, oh my God, everyone's looking at me like I'm being a tool. But it's not weird for the younger generation because they grew up with cell phones. I didn't. I mean, I find I'm very blessed, in my opinion, that I didn't grow up with technology. Cell phones really got popular when I was, mainstream, when I was like going to college. So it was like, wow, I kind of know what it was like to have an answering machine not be attached at the same time. I'm young enough to have adapted to cell phones. So it's very interesting, but not everyone understands your goal. Not everyone understands your drive for fitness. Not everyone understands your path just because of that generational gap. So family can be supportive, but they also know what to say. Don't take it personally. Keep your path, keep your focus, but support can be there. Understand that it might also not be. So this is about getting someone, get someone. Doesn't necessarily have to be someone that you already have, but you need to find support. Get someone. A friend. Friends are much easier. You know the saying, you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family? Holy fucking true. You can't. You cannot pick your family. You can love them for who they are. You can love no matter what your parents did to you or what kind of people they are, you have to thank them and love them for bringing you into the world, because you wouldn't be here without your parents. No matter what, you think about them personally, they are your parents. They put you on this earth. So, props to your parents. But a friend you can choose. Now, surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, surrounding yourself with people that are of the same mindset, super important. You can choose this. You can choose this. You can choose people, and there's all these like sayings and studies that you are, the sum, what is it, like you're the average of your closest 5 friends that you spend the most time with, something like that, something along those lines. But it makes sense. You are who you associate yourself with. If you hang out with druggies and burnouts and people that are lazy, have no goals, no drive, it can bring you down to their level. And that could be on a personal relationship. That can be with someone that you're dating. That can be a huge problem. Someone that's not motivated. I've been in relationships in the past where, the other person was just happy and complacent in their life. They didn't have any real goals. And that is a factor. That's a factor for me, There has to be something, there's something more. There's something you're going towards. You're trying to make a change, whether it's physical, whether it's educational, like with business or with your career. There has to be a next level. It doesn't just end, grow. Read a book, educate yourself, or grow emotionally and grow within. You don't necessarily have to want to be a CEO of your own company, but it's important to grow. It's important to develop. And it's important that you find someone, a close friend, or people who you surround yourself and you choose to surround yourself with, the people that you get, that you have a choice. You need to find someone that's like-minded that will support you. That's your best bet, because it's a friend. Partner is kind of similar because you could choose that too. But some of you might be in a family. Everything's a choice. You can leave a partner. We know a lot of people, divorce rates are high. Like, you can leave someone, but it's harder, emotionally or mentally or financially with certain situations than others. But you need to surround yourself. Get someone close. This is one of the reasons why I created Swolenormous Premium. And this is not a long pitch for premium. This is just part of getting support. If you don't know, I have a private, secret, closed Facebook page I started last week. And it is designed to deliver the information that I deliver every day. The highbrow information, the complications, the motivation, the science, the exercises, all the stuff. It's packaged and it's delivered in a group, private, direct form where you can take this information and apply it directly to your life today to see change. It's streamlined, it is easy to understand, and it is delivered in a way that you can actually take it and put it into play today and start seeing results immediately. Like we're talking this week. You'll be shocked at the subtle changes that you need to make to start seeing results today. Thank you. I appreciate that, Andres. Premium is awesome on Periscope. It is great. It is great. The community is great, and it's small, and it's tight-knit for a reason. It's only $4.99 a month with the subscription. You can check it out, learn more, and sign up at my website, www.swolenormous.com. I highly encourage everyone. The first 100 people coming in will get that $4.99 recurring price forever. It's great. I post yoga videos. I post... we got goal sheets, we got accountability meetings every week to keep you on track. And all these things are going to develop. These sheets, these workout logs, they all get developed and revised, new information. My ebook is on there, The 7 Pillars of Swolenormous. It's just a great community, and it's slowly growing, which I'm glad for. You don't have a lot of riffraff running in. You have people that, there's an application process. So once you sign up, you fill out the application to enter. And what that does is it puts down your goals, your background, and it specifies it. So when you enter, everything starts to get customized for you right away. And that's really important because one of the things that I don't like about just, these fitness gurus, someone mentioned fitness gurus or fitness experts online, these cookie cutter like, oh, sign up and I'll send you, a workout plan. Most of those are cookie cutter. Not everyone should be doing the same thing. I'll put up examples, I'll put up strategies, but everyone can post and interact and develop their own workout plan. And I teach you how to do that. I show you how to do that. And we work on it together. So flexibility, strength training, nutrition, calculations for macros. It's all in Swolenormous Premium, and it's freaking great. So when I say get someone, it could be get a few people, get yourself support, get yourself a community, get yourself a social stronghold of like-minded individuals. And that's one of the reasons why I started. That's really like a huge reason why I started Swolenormous Premium. It's because a lot of you out there don't have anyone that has that drive. You don't have someone in your immediate circle that maybe they work out, but they don't have a drive to make a big change. Maybe you have a friend who goes to the gym, but he's already like lean and muscular, and you have to lose 50 pounds. That's a totally different goal and a totally different mindset. Okay, you need to surround yourself at least with people that have similar goals or that can get you the information that you need specifically for you. And that's how I want to create. I want it to be customized. I want it to be almost like group personal training, like individualized personal training, but in a group environment. So we have weekly accountability meetings. Everything gets scaled. Everything gets delivered, digestible for all levels. So it's for beginners. It's for advanced. It's for anyone that wants to make a change and wants a great group of people that are like-minded in getting ripped, losing 100 pounds, just changing their life, mental motivation, great information that's exclusive to Premium. There's stuff on Premium that I don't post anywhere else, like my ebook, all the files, the goal setting. I don't post that on YouTube. That's for the daily Swole and driving while gaining and stuff like that. So check it out, www.swolenormous.com. You can also message me on Snapchat, Instagram, email me if you have any questions or concerns about it. If you want more information, you can find on my website, or you can message me directly. So that being said, I'm going to go hop on that premium tip right now. Definitely check it out if you need support, if you want great workouts, great information, but it's just the way it's delivered. It's fantastic. I highly recommend it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Get someone. Start your circle. Get a friend. Find someone. Get Premium. Get someone that can support you. Get someone that has similar goals. Get someone that you can mesh with that will support your journey. Okay? Thank you so much for watching today's episode, number 54 of The Daily Mother Swole. I will see everyone tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern Time. Thank you so much for joining. Peace out.